woman stands up for herself without knowing. She stands up for all women across the world. Good afternoon there. You're welcome to Youth Empowerment Television Show. My name is Mamitra, and today on the show, I get the pleasure of sitting with a young female entrepreneur, and then we want to delve into the hustle and tussle of young foreign entrepreneurs. But my interest is really vested in the female aspect. I'm trying to find out, would it be different had she be a male or a man? And so you can get interactive with us through our Facebook live stream on Youth Empowerment TV show, or on our WhatsApp number 053 1320 444. Today I sit with the very beautiful Ada Ata Yobo, and she's the CEO of Vendor Juice Slay World. I'm sure I've butchered her name, but she will pardon me. Did I butcher it?
Oh no, you tried.
I did my best.
You did your best.
That's all you can do. How are you? You're
I'm
welcome.
good. I'm good.
You're looking good.
You too. Thank you.
You know, I'm a girlish girl. This is why I love being a woman and being a girl, because you know it's very difficult for men to compliment themselves, but she's looking smashing. She smashed her makeup, her dress, and everything is on point. And I love it for you.
Thank you.
But off camera, we were having our own conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. So now that we are on, I want to find out from you, how long have you been in Ghana?
Okay, so I've been in Ghana since 2010. So basically, I've been in Ghana for 13 years.
13 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
But Nigerians, what is it in Ghana? What at all is it in Ghana that you guys seem to love the country? Like, you love Ghana.
The funny part is, it's not only Ghana that we love. We Nigerians are like everywhere.
Yeah, that's very true.
We are like everywhere. We are everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's mostly the ones that know what they want, and you know, it depends on your personality, your kind of person, what suits you and what's okay with you, you know. I feel like Ghana is peaceful. I actually schooled in Ghana before I started my business here in Ghana.
Really?
Yeah.
What school?
I was first at Data Link University in Tema, then I changed to Oxford University at East Legon, affiliated to University of Legon.
Yeah.
So yes, I was schooling here, and after I finished my schooling here, I told my parents, I'm not going back to Nigeria. I feel like this place is for me.
Wow.
And then I started my business here, and I became a makeup artist, and since then, I've been pushing my makeup artistry business from one state to another, empowering people and making sure that like I'm impacting lives, and I'm changing that narrative of a Nigerian not being serious in another person's country. You know, that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
I'm a Nigerian, but we get that whole idea of people not being able to, you know, invest their time and their resources properly in countries that they find themselves in. So I didn't leave my country to go to another country to go and embarrass myself, you know. I'm here to put in the work, you know, put in the mind and stay consistent and achieve my goal. So that's why I'm here. So we are talking about female entrepreneurs. What was the question?
But before we even get into the questions proper, I want to understand, is the beauty industry thriving now? Is it doing well? You know, because I love the beauty industry because of, one, you mentioned something about empowerment, empowering women to know that you can look beautiful, and then, you know, you can stand on, you know, your beautiful hill with your beautiful makeup put together in your beautiful outfit, and then get yourself a contract in an office, or, you know, put yourself on a round table of men and still make it out of them. And so I want to find out, is it a very lucrative venture?
Okay, now over the last 5 years in the beauty industry in the whole world, the beauty industry has grown from up to 50% on the platform. Let's say, yes, the beauty industry has grown. It is growing and is becoming versatile now. There are semi-permanent makeup that you can do even if you don't want to do your whole makeup. Now there's a whole lot of diversities in the beauty industry. And now this is why we are teaching it. This is why we are preaching it. Because a lot of us who are more interested and love beauty and everything that has to do with beauty, you can make money in it whilst loving it. You know.
So you can make money whilst beating your face and looking pretty.
Of course. And you know, when they say beauty, the beauty is not just about makeup, right? It's about your skin, taking care of yourself. It's about your outward looks, your hair, your clothes, your style, fashion. All that is all part of beauty.
Okay.
You understand? So now you decide the niche you want to work with. You know, if you're going to be working with skin products, if you're going to be a makeup artist, if you're going to be offering services or selling products, it all depends on you. But just know that the beauty space is actually growing. It's like every year someone is coming up with their own products. And they are making a whole lot of money by selling their own product. I mean, building their own brand. Exactly. So now this is what we teach. Like in my master classes, I teach you how you can start up your own business, how you can raise your own business, even if you are being a makeup artist or you are starting a beauty brand. So I will teach you all that. I would even give you contacts and connections on how you are going to be able to go about it if you have the resources.
That's interesting. We'll come to that bit, because I'm sure our viewers are interested, and I'm particularly interested because who doesn't want a good thing? Like, come on.
Of course.
Who doesn't want a good thing?
Course.
So now let's get into the bit of you as a young female entrepreneur in a foreign land.
Okay.
You know, you've moved from your place of origin, your nationality, and you've come to a different space. Let me ask this question. When you came to Ghana, what were some cultural differences or some cultural shocks, let me put it, that you encountered and you were like, this is so vastly or sharply different from what I see in Nigeria?
Okay, well, firstly, when I came to Ghana, it was was about schooling. It was just about me focusing on my books, making sure I pass my exams, making sure I don't waste my parents' money.
That's very important.
Yes, you know, that was the whole idea. So that was all what was on my mind. And when I came here, I focused on that. And then when I was in the process of, you know, in the whole school thing, I knew that I had a thing for makeup, I had a thing for hair, I have a thing for taking care of your skin as a whole. You know, I had a thing for that so much that even whilst I was in school, I was doing those research a little bit, and you know, trying to also understand the Ghanaian market when it comes to the beauty industry. I was using
you didn't
that.
just hop into the industry.
Yes,
you actually did the work you needed to do to get into.
Of course. I was doing all that research whilst I was in school, and that way I was trying to also get to know the people that are also doing, because before you start doing something, there are people that are already doing it before you, and you need to get to know them, get closer to them, learn from them, understand how they are doing it before you can put yourself in the market. And you know, you can't just wake up one morning and just get up and say, if you do not know your in and your out, trust me, you're going to fail woefully, and you're going to see yourself in a position whereby you start questioning life. You know, and it's not about you questioning life, it's about you working on yourself, understanding what you really want to do. Like for me, when I started, I had to do I read a lot, I had to do a lot of research, you know, I like to ask questions a lot, I like to communicate, meet people, and in fact, I worked with a whole lot of makeup artists that have been there before me, even till now. I try to work with them. I don't see myself like I've gotten to that extent. I still try to put myself under those people that I still respect that fact that they were there before me. I still try to work with them and see, is there any new thing that has come up that I don't know about? And you know, and as a Nigerian, right, when I started the whole business,
so let me get this even before you get into that. How long have you done the business? How long have you been in that business?
So I've been in the business for 8 years now.
8 years now. Okay, so you can go on now.
Yes. So before I started as a Nigerian in Ghana, the first thing was language barrier. But I didn't want to let that stop me. And another thing too was how we Nigerians do makeup is different from how Ghanaians love their makeup to be done on them.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
So what I mean is,
explain it to me.
We Nigerians, right? Most Nigerians, as at the time I started, we love to do heavy makeup.
Oh, okay.
we love to do heavy makeup, you know, and those times we were doing heavy makeup. Heavy makeup was like the in thing. It's not like now that skin makeup has become
the ish now.
Everybody wants to look good, but they will still want to look like themselves. So that time it was heavy makeup, and it was something that I had to find a way to divert myself into by doing the, you know, light makeup for Ghanaian.
You would have to tone it down.
Exactly. And lots of clients will come to me and they'll be like, oh, it's too much, oh, it's too much, oh, it's too much. There were challenges, and there were also situations that I encountered, but all that in all helped me become the person that I am and become better at what I do now. So now, imagine you coming for my class and you wouldn't even have to go through all that hustle and tussle that I went through.
Because you've already experienced it, and then you would give them the know-how or the things that they have to do so that they avoid being through the same process.
Exactly. So that is the whole point. So me being in Ghana, the cultural barrier, and there was also something I understood about Ghanaian weddings. You guys have your engagements, I think, around Thursdays
or Fridays,
and then the wedding comes on Saturday,
and then there's
sometimes on Sundays. So I understood with Nigerian, it's usually weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Yes, so the tradition would come on a Saturday. Sometimes the tradition could even happen like a month before.
Depending on the religion, and then
some family decisions. It depends. But with that in Ghana, I came to like understand that's how it works here. So with the whole culture part, that's what I understood, and I had to adjust to working with that, obviously, because I love my Ghana people and I love it here. You guys are peaceful and easy to work with.
I hear that a lot. That Ghana is peaceful. Ghana is peaceful. And then on YouTube, you see other countries, Nairobi and other African countries. And then when you ask them which country they would rather be between Nigeria and Ghana, everybody wants to come to Ghana. And sometimes I quiz that, is it the same Ghana I'm living in, or it's a different Ghana?
The reason you people don't like your country, I don't know.
Oh, we love our country. Let me get that right. We love our country. But the way you people pout about it, it's like, am I experiencing a different Ghana? And then you people are experiencing a different. I saw a Nigerian man complimenting our hospital industry, and then how when you have your health insurance card, you don't have to pay for this, and how our hospital system. But we in Ghana are also complaining about the same issues, and it made me a little bit, confused that probably we are ungrateful or something of that sort.
Exactly. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. Because you see, some of us like this, we know where we come from. I'm Nigerian. I know where I'm coming from. I have watched somebody die just because they couldn't afford just how much?
What?
For their medical bill. I've watched somebody die in Nigeria, in a Nigerian hospital, just because of a little amount they couldn't afford for their medical bill. And at that time, I was little, and I don't have that resources to help the person. I wish I did. But you see, in Ghana here, you guys understand the insurance. The law is working here. The law is working here. The insurance is working. All that is working here. And one thing I also like about Ghana is the fact that the way you guys are polite. Before you talk, the please. Yes, please. And it has also built me to be like that. And when when I go to my country, Nigeria, and I'm like that, they are like, do you have to say please like that? Are you sure? Do you have to be, they are like, do you have to, say please like that?
Ghana is a gift. We just
exactly.
Give it to you.
So I love the people of Ghana. You guys are patient. You guys are loving. You guys are accommodating. Yes, accommodating. So I found it easy to be here. In fact, in my next life, I will choose Ghana.
Hey, that's serious. And people are relocating. My people, please stay in Ghana. Then it must be very bad in Nigeria. Now that you talk about following laws, and then that the laws are working, I know that for you to get into the beauty industry, because it's something of the skin and something that relates somehow sort of to health, you have to go through a certain registration sort of thing.
Yeah.
Was it rigid? Was it difficult for you? How was the process like?
Well, you know, as a foreigner in your country, definitely you have to have certain...
was that a challenge?
Well, it was, but I just knew that it's something that I still had to do, you know.
Okay.
Just my business is registered, we have a business permit, we pay our taxes and all that information, we make sure we try to do that. And you know, we have our certificate from TVET and all that, so we try to, you know, follow the law and make sure that we are. And one thing about us in our studio when we are working is cleanliness. It's very very important, because you are dealing with skin here. You don't want a situation whereby you are going to be affecting somebody's skin one way or the other. So it's key, it's a keynote to us. Each client that walks into our studio gets a clean treatment. Even if that day we are having like 100 clients in the studio, there's enough brushes to work on all of you. You get my point? So we don't repeat what we use on another client, on people. So we try to be keen on cleanliness and what we offer our clients. That is why we keep all our clients coming back. And these are some of the things that we'll be teaching in our masterclass too as well. So when we get there, we are going to talk about all that. Yes.
And one thing too that I've noticed about Nigerians in every aspect of the world, every country mostly, is that there's a tag that Nigerians have. They are either you know, people think you are liars, you are scammers, there's this discrimination and this bias that is towards you once you are tagged Omo Niger or Nigerian. Did you encounter that?
Of course. I
thought it would be different because you're a female and obviously because you are pretty.
No. We have situations, right, where people want to book us for makeup. When they want to book us for makeup, usually our service is payment before. You have to pay. Payment confirms your bookings, right? In a situation like that, we even had a client that called us from US. She had to call me video call, and I was in the house with my kids.
So you have kids?
Yes. So I was in the house with my kids, and she had to call me video call. And guess what? I have nothing to hide. I had no choice. I had to pick up the call so that she could confirm, because she was sending a reasonable amount of money, you know, and she was booking us.
Girl math, I understand the reasonable amount.
Exactly. So I had to make sure I take. Are you kidding me?
The money was good.
I'll take the call. I took that call in front of my kids. I took the call, and she even felt even more comfortable knowing the fact that I'm a family woman. You know,
definitely.
And you see, these are some of the things we've had that encounters a lot. And then we tell them, we are on Google. We tell them that's why I put my face on my brand. We talk about our locations. We talk about everything. Everything is on our page. There's nothing we are hiding. We are point black. What you see is what you get. So we have nothing to hide, and there's no reason to lie to you. And we are not also that type of client that weigh clients and say, okay, this client is calling us from UK. Okay, we will charge you 200 pounds. Okay, this client is coming from here. Oh, we charge you this. Oh, this client is coming from here. Oh, we don't do that. The price that we are taking for every walk-in studio is what we are taking. The price we are taking for makeup in Accra, this is what we are taking. This is what we will tell you. It's we have our package. So everything is on our package. Once you message us, we give you that same price. There's no looking at or weighing. You see, that's also a problem with our brand, because our tag on our brand is boss queens only. People feel like, oh, okay, it's for rich people.
It will be expensive.
No way. We are not even that expensive. We are not even that expensive. Boss queens are everybody that have associated themselves one way or the other with our brand. You are a boss queen. As long as you have booked us for makeup, as long as you work for us, as long as you're a student, as long as whichever way you have become part of our brand, you are a boss queen. And that's how we see it. So there's no reason to be scared that because we are tagging ourselves as boss queens,
it means that there has to be a lot of money there, and then
yes, exactly. So that's it.
So people want to know if should I mention your names? They want to know if your husband is Ghanaian.
No, Nigerian.
Nigerian. Okay, does he live here or he lives
here?
He lives in Ghana. Hey, you people love this country. Goodness. But I'm curious to know, how are you juggling being a wife, a mother, and then being an entrepreneur, especially in a foreign space? And now you're not even a foreigner. We have to give you Ghana card, you know.
I have Ghana card.
There we have it. So how are you juggling that? Is that a challenge as well? Because I'm a mother of just one. And trust me, it's not a joke. So how are you juggling that, and then, being the CEO of, an entrepreneurship,
Okay. So I'm not a wife. Okay. But I'm a mother.
Okay, that's fine.
And I try my possible best to be there for my kids at the appointed time.
Okay.
Right now, as I'm here, they are in school.
Okay.
And once I finish from here, I try to make out time, if I can, to go pick them up from school, and they freshen up and then they go to sleep and wait for tomorrow.
Okay.
So everything is planned, okay?
Yeah.
And whenever I'm taking my jobs, whenever I'm taking my work, I know I try to plan, okay, this is what I'm doing this morning, this is what I'm doing this afternoon, this is what I'm doing in the evening, okay? But whatever I do in each day, I try to make sure that I have time for my kids. It's very important to me. So no matter how much I have worked, no matter how much I'm doing this, I try to make sure that time for my kids is there. It's definitely there. I try my possible best to make sure I don't miss out on that, because when you miss out on that because you're too busy working, you're going to miss out on a whole lot about your kids.
That's very true.
It's very important. I don't miss out on that part of them, because this is the time that they are growing. They need us in their lives. So I try to make sure I plan properly before I step out to work or something like that.
Okay, so let me read some messages that have come in on Facebook. Then,
okay.
Deborah Odro, my good friend, she says that powerful woman there. She's been doing amazing well with her master's class to empower and impact women. God bless her. And then her husband, hey, you people are chopping love in my comment section. Abraham comes to say Ada is doing well in the country, proud of her hustle, keep going, strong woman. So I understand that every business thrives on funds. When you started, or even in the middle of it or somewhere, you might need access to funding. You might need probably a loan. Have you encountered a challenge of not being able to access some fund because, one, you're a woman, and two, because you are Nigerian in Ghana? Okay,
now when it comes to the funds part, this is something that we talk about keenly in our classes. You see, money comes and money goes. The important thing is investing whatever you've gotten. Try to make sure that your money is multiplying. Okay. And you might not be seeing much, right? Maybe when I started, I wasn't seeing much. I wasn't even able to invest.
When you say you were not seeing much, it means you were not making profits. You were not gaining much.
Yes, I wasn't gaining much.
Okay.
I wasn't gaining much, because then, you see, it was hard for me to really understand the market at the time,
because I
just started. Right? And I'm now trying to understand, okay, car from here to here, okay, it's going to cost me like 100 cedis, or it's going to cost me like this. So not until I started, then I understood these things, then I reformed, I changed the whole thing again for myself. Not rebranding.
Okay.
Like if I had a plan, I rescheduled, or how will I say it?
Okay. You
reformed my
plan. Okay.
Exactly. Let's say initially I put 50 cedis to move from here to here, and I realized that it's not 50 cedis. Now it's this. Now my price, if I was charging, let's say 150 cedis for home service, now I can't charge 150 cedis for home service. Now I have to charge so amount for home service. So in the early stages, you're going to face that. Okay. Now this is why this class is curated for people to understand how you can be able to navigate yourself to get into the beauty industry, especially in the current economy that we have now. Because at that time, the economy was even way better than now. You understand? So now, when it comes to funds, At the time, Shebi, my daddy, they send me money every month from school. And again, in school, I used to sell pen, water, handbags.
Nigerians are really business minded. I have to give you people that. Like in a small corner, you start selling something.
Oh yes, and I'm going to still continue that business because it was very lucrative whilst I was in school. I was selling handbags. Like very cute small handbags. I would go to Mokola Market, shop those handbags. Let's say like.
But how were you doing that? Because if you go to Mokola Market, not a lot of them speak English. Most of them speak Chi. So how were you able to get suppliers? And
of course, in Ghana, there are people that you can talk to, and they will be able to translate for you. It's not as bad as some certain countries that don't even know anything English, you know. So it was
manageable.
Yes, it was manageable, and I knew my way to the market, and I knew where I was going to buy the store because I went with a friend once to that market. It was early morning one Wednesday. Yes, so we went there. So I was buying bags. Bags then were like 2 cedi, 50 pesos, 5 cedi. The small bags that you cross. So I would buy like, let's say 10 or 15 of them. Then I'll bring them to school. Then I'll sell like 25, 30, depending on how nice the bag is. I'll tell you, okay, this one is 30 cedis, okay, this one is 50 cedis, this one is more expensive than the rest. While I got all of them at the same price. So that was what I did. I really did a whole lot of things to be able to save money for myself. And also, then to my boyfriend then, which was my ex-husband, actually also helped funded my business at the time. So it's always good to have somebody that will also support you one way or the other. You can't always do everything yourself.
On your own,
so I did my bit, and then he supported with a little that he could. And then we went on, and then I started my business. I started with being a freelance makeup artist, which I had to work from home, take bookings on my own with my personal number, you know, do all that. Then our studio number now was my personal number then. So I had to change the number to my number now that I'm using. So as at that time I was taking bookings, I was recording, I was cleaning, I was everything for my business. I would clean the brushes, I would set up makeup, I would do, like, I didn't have any assistant. So when you're starting, you should be willing to do all these things on your own. And then and that was how it was. And again, I also used to go to print about what I'm doing about makeup, just print it on normal
paper and then paste it around.
No, and go to Accra Mall and stand and share.
Wow.
So I was at that time that was how I was getting my clients, because that time I didn't know social media marketing and all that. So I was using all that to make money. So I would just take those small papers, and just
print
go to
them
places and
share.
So I was forcing myself to see how I could make ends meet for myself, or, you know, how I could get customers, because that was like my priority, and so that my business can grow, so that I can make more money from the business and all. So that way, that was how I was able to get some money. It was from selling to the help of my boyfriend then, which was my ex-husband. And then, you know, you have to be truthful to yourself. There's nobody that comes out, and you don't have to lie about how you started or what you do, and you know. So that was how basically I started, because if you really want to start, you have to. People go to people.
You don't have
for
to be
loan.
Ashamed of your hustle, right? You don't have to do that to yourself. Now let's talk about your masterclass. But before that, just in about 30 seconds or so, you said your dad used to send you money. But I'm a Ghanaian, and I know that our currency does far better than the Nigerian naira. So was it that daddy was sending you money in dollars, or was it the same naira? And then when it came to Ghana, it lost value. And how did that cushion you? Was it enough? Was it not?
At that time, our naira value was way more than, like, way better than Ghana money.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Yes, because that time, let's say, okay, at that time, my dad could send me like 100K. 100K naira at that time is like 1,000 Ghana cedis now. But as at that time, when he sends me 100,000 naira, it was like almost 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then it had value then.
It had value, exactly. It had value then. So the money was more than enough to do whatever I wanted to do. Yes. And I'm not also somebody that, you know, go out and spend my money unnecessarily. I didn't have that time. And if
you were business-minded.
Yes, I was serious about making money and doing a whole lot of things for myself, and I was mindful of where I put my money in. I was really mindful. I was really careful what I do with my money, because I want a lot of money. So I did think where that money will enter.
Yeah, let's talk about this masterclass. I understand you are organizing one very soon. Tell us about it, and how do we get access to it?
Okay, so masterclass with Vendor Jules. This time around, this one is the beauty part, and this entails, I'll be teaching you how to achieve a flawless skin makeup.
Okay.
And when I mean flawless skin makeup, I mean makeup that is very flawless, smooth finishing, and you can do that makeup for any occasion. Now, if you're not a makeup artist, you can join this class. If you're a makeup artist that is looking to upgrade your skills, you can join this class. And there are new techniques out there now that I learn, because I'm somebody that I learn makeup every day because of the fact that I teach makeup. I try to learn new techniques, new stuff online, so that I can be able to teach people something new that they haven't heard before or learned before. So we'll be teaching you new techniques and new ways to achieve a flawless skin makeup. And then we'll be talking about the business aspect of the makeup artistry, how to get into the business, how to start up your own business, how to build your own brand. Let's say everything is under it. In the business part, pricing, all that is under it. Even the experiences you're going to have in future with the business, you learn all that in the class. And now, the new thing we added in the business of makeup artistry is starting your own brand.
Okay.
Let's say you want to have your own cosmetic line.
Yeah.
You want to have your own foundation line, lipstick line, lip gloss line. Now we have the contact for it for you.
Oh, wow.
So we are going to be teaching you all this and more in the class, and we'll be giving contact, because if you pay for this master class, this is the beauty part. Now that part of beauty that you want to follow and make that money, we'll be showing you all those necessary skills in this class. So if I were you, I won't be thinking of missing this class, because this class is an investment on its own. It's an investment. Paying that money is an investment. So you do not want to miss out on something like that.
So when is it coming on, and is there a number that we can call to make bookings, pay to be able to come?
So the master class is actually 700 Ghana cedis for 2 days. And it will be happening at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. It's on the 27th and on the 28th of April, which is just next week. So yes, so it will be happening at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. And La Palm Royal Beach Hotel is also sponsoring the masterclass.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And we also
that's next week, Saturday and Sunday.
And we also have some beauty personnels and some beauty brands that are also sponsoring the masterclass too as well. So if you are looking, and there will be goodie bags, there will be empowerments, there will be refreshment for all students, and there will be certificate for all students. And then also special guests will be coming on board to speak to them. Maybe people that some makeup artists that have been in the industry for quite some time will be coming to speak to the students too as well. So if I were you and you are watching me right now, I think it's a very good investment to make, especially you thinking about what are you going to do in this beauty industry, how can you make money. It's now. It's now. The money you can make now from the beauty industry is crazy. It's crazy, trust me, it's crazy. So if you are ready and you are willing to start your own business, this is the time for it.
But can you give us, like, special speakers? You've made mention of that. How many special speakers, and can you give us like people who are coming?
Well, it's a surprise.
Okay, I see.
It's a surprise.
I see. But can you give us like a clue? Let us know maybe
some of your favorite makeup artists in the business. And then some of your favorite hairstylists in the business.
Oh, okay. So it includes even
Stay African.